I do believe we are live. I hope so. Let's see. It's the 3rd. I guess we can kick it over one more cycle. Actually, before we do that, I want to go check these guys out. Ah, of course it's raining. Yeah, of course it's raining. Whatever. Oh, wait. Are you gonna thunder and lightning too? If you are, I'm changing the time. Because I do not like when it does that, because it's really loud. But it's very atmospheric, isn't it? Yep. Okay. Changing the time. Too loud. Way too loud. This is gonna kick over a new cycle, but it's fine. Well, maybe. I might not have been playing long enough. Nope, kicked over a new cycle. Yep, there we go. Somebody died. Oh man, I should have done 8:54. Oh well. Are you done raining? Thank you. Alright, I'm heading over to these guys right here. I want to check them out first. It looks like this is the private land for Roosevelt elk. Looks like they're all pretty bad, except for a couple of them. The rest of these are primary habitats. I don't see any secondary habitats. Is interesting. Yeah, they're all primary and private. I'll take it. Don't complain there whatsoever. Not even raining. Go away. I have noticed the game looks a little bit better with DLSS on quality. I like it a lot, actually. Everything seems a little more crisp. It'd just be me. I do mention that also in tomorrow's episode. Let's see what we can get going here on these guys. They're only 40 to 100%. I'm kind of interested in why they're not 50%. Like in Nez Perce, because our whitetail were 50% in Diamond Drill. Wonder why these guys are only 40. I'm not a fan of the temporary HUD. I really am not. Takes away from my realistic hunt, doesn't it? Seeing that stuff pop up. How close am I here? Okay, I'm close to the first one. I gotta get to the second one. On, that is. So, last live stream, we thought Scarecrow came into the live stream. I don't think it was actually Scarecrow. I think it was just a troll trying to play off as Scarecrow. Could be wrong. Maybe he'll show up this stream as well and he'll say something, but I think it was just a troll, because I went into Scarecrow's VOD after his live stream and watched it, and he mentioned that he does not watch other people's live streams unless they're friends of his, and obviously I'm not a friend of Scarecrow's. I don't even know the guy. So I doubt it was me that he was watching. I think it was just a troll that had Scarecrow's name, because he also mentioned that somebody was in his chat named Scarecrow. Would have been cool, though. Would have been cool. I heard them. There they are. Hi. Are you guys all tiny? Kinda look like it. They look all pretty small. There's one decent guy in there. Rocking the 338 that's the word. We're rocking the 338 Lapua today. I just turned French all of a sudden. Lapua. Tempted to put down a stand, but that's really, really close. They might spook. They might not. Give it a shot. Oh, we're golden. And this looks crazy with how it rained recently. Alright, who we got? Decent guy, nothing big. Any lopsided guys that I could just easily take? There is a chance for a low fitness, so we could give a low fitness call here. You look lopsided to me. I really think you are. I'm gonna count this guy's tines. Eight by 8. Not quite big enough to be a 5. There's no way you smell me, alright? You are lopsided, so I'm gonna try to pin that shoulder. Well, with the 3-3 at Lapua, it definitely does it. Sitka? Eh. Bunch of small guys. Wait, what was that over there? See a bush or I see something else? Ah, I saw something else. Another Sitka. Alright, give me that. That guy was lopsided. He'll be good to take out of the herd here. Which, in theory, should affect our genetics. Which hopefully goes up. I wonder if you can get it past 40. Like, can you get it past that 40 mark? And bring it up to 50 and keep it there? I don't know. Or is 40 as low and slash high as it'll go? Because I think... Yeah, because in Nez Perce, it's definitely 50 for whitetail. Maybe it's different per animal. I didn't check that when we were in Nez Perce. Yes. Yes, it does. Definitely. It's still a little rough. I don't know if this has changed, but if you go into your encyclopedia under animals, under mechanics and animals, wherever they're at, there they are. Looking for fitness potential. It says when you harvest an animal, you don't only affect its group. Once an in-game year passes, you influence all the groups that represent the species in the same habitat. So when taking this guy, he's going to affect every single one of these elk herds. I don't know if that was a thing previously. I don't remember. I feel like it was. I am on Auora Shores right now. So, when you take one animal, it affects all the herd, all the other herds, which means you're either raising it or lowering it, depending on if you took something, or if something died recently, also affects all the other herds, so it's rough. Hard to keep track. 53% adult, obviously that guy is terrible, just to sell. Like, for example, we took this guy from this herd, right? And at the same time, when I reset to another one, I don't know if that's day, months, or years, then everything else should change. But at the same time, you don't know if it's changed because of this, or because somebody else died, or somebody else got bigger. I don't know. I haven't quite adjusted to that just yet. Alright, I want to go to these guys, I think. Yes, definitely. We hunt brown bear tomorrow, actually. Actually, fast travel. Way easier than running. The numbers don't change until you reset the cycle, so... you go through 3 of these, up here on the top right. 1, 2, and 3. Once you get to the third one and go back to a 1, you have to have a certain amount of time played. And then it can cycle over to a 1, and that's your new cycle, which means the numbers will change at that point, which means also your herd will change at that point. There's a chance they're actually down here, so I need to slow down. I don't think they are. Like I spawned too close. Oh, never mind, they are. What's the distance on that? 180, give or take. I'm not going to be able to get to these guys. How's my wind? Wind's good. I think what we're going to have to do is give a call here. Do I have a caller with me? I think I do. Yes. Problem. I'm in a bad spot. I don't think I'm going to be able to see these guys until they get right up on me. Question is, do we take a low fitness or a high fitness? Might not be any low fitnesses. I'd very much like to get eyes on. Let me take a look at the map here. Maybe I'll loop around to down here. Obviously, they're going to move around, but... yeah, you know what? Let's do that. I need to probably slow walk to get back out of here, though. Don't want to spook them. I think looping around is the best option. We'll try to take out a lopsided guy if there is one here. See if we can get that number to change. Yes, that's in this new update in 1.26.7, I do believe. But yeah, it'll tell you if you've got good potential for fitness or not. Now, the higher the bars is your average, so my average looks about to be 70% or so right here for this herd. Same with all these, pretty much, except for these guys back here. They're on different genetics, it looks like. They're pretty low. They're about the 40 to 50%. Each one will have a different ribbon, too, so if you go to your encyclopedia and scroll down, here you go, there's your ribbons. That's 40 to 59.99. We're looking for this boy right there, so... need to get my genetics on these herds way higher. The objective is to take out low fitnesses and lopsided guys, which is typically a low fitness or a high fitness. It could be just a bad one. But definitely look for the lopsided guys if you're playing in Ranger mode. Or give some calls and call out a low fitness. And this is just one of the updates that are coming this year. I think there's several of them. I don't know. Because I don't think this is the main update they've been working on. I think this is something to help make the game better, which is great. Because I feel like that's what they needed to do. And then after that, after they fix all the problems, hopefully fix all the problems, then maybe we'll start seeing some DLCs and maps and stuff like that. Oh yeah, definitely check out the game again, man. It's great. I have now put in 1,000 hours into the game. I think I'm like at 1,006 or something. I wonder what I'm doing. I'm working my way around these guys, trying to get a better position. New Zealand was Matariki, I do believe, and there is a new one. It's called Lentukoto. Oh boy. Yeah, boy. Okay, how are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do this? And my wind's obviously going that way, so I can't go too much further without looping, like, completely around here. They did move on me, it looks like, because I was hoping they'd stay where they were. It definitely sounded like they moved on me, didn't it? Ah, there they are. No problem, man. I hope you enjoy. Wind's going more that direction. We should be okay to push down closer towards the water. It'll give me a better advantage. I need to check to see if there's any low fitness guys. That's mainly our focus here. Or low fitness. Lopsided guys. Gotta move slow, though. We're in that 150-yard range, so... easily spook them. I move too much. Of course they're all in the trees. Did I just hear a chuckle? I heard a chuckle, there's a chance for high fitness in there. I don't know if that's true to the game, but in my mind, every time I hear a chuckle, I associate it with a high fitness. I can't see squat. Of course I can't. Okay, let's go ahead and give a call for low fitness and see what happens. Somebody should answer that. I think the best option right now is to hit every single herd before you reset the time. Well, before you reset the cycle. I think that's the best thing to do. So we're going to try that. We're going to hit every single herd, at least take out something, either a low fitness or a lopsided. And we're going to see what happens to our numbers when we do that. You're a female. What are you doing? I don't see anybody moving here. I might have to get over that way. I can't see anything. And if we don't have any low fitness, then it's not going to help me any. I need to get eyes on everybody. And nobody's moving. Oh, wait. Is that a female? Or are you in low fitness? I think that's a female. Maybe? Yep, pretty sure that was a female. Shoot. I don't have any eyes. Does the game look better to you guys? I feel like it looks better to me. Everything just pops more. Okay. This is a bit risky if I move. Just because of my wind. If I move too much further that way, they're gonna get wind to me. Oh boy, what do I do here? There's no way I can go that way. I have no line of sight. I should have looped that way. What I should have done, came in over there. Alright. We're gonna move. We're gonna risk it. And if they get wind of me, it's gonna suck. Because they're gonna bolt. Well, they're gonna semi-bolt. They might trot off. I'm gonna try to back up a little bit. Love it. I love out calls. We're also going to check out our melanistic moose while we're here today. See if he has grown any. We can also check out his genetics for that herd so we can actually figure out if it's even worth keeping him alive. We know he's high fitness. We've called him in several times now. He does answer to a high fitness call. It's just a matter of, is he going to be a big boy or not? And how good his genetics are. That's a decent elk. Wrong rifle. Yep, I think they got wind of me. Yep. There's the world. Told you it's going to happen. You, my friend, are lopsided. I knew as soon as I moved any further over to the right, they were going to get wind of me. Sure as the world to happen. Once we reset the cycle, our numbers will change. Hey, Ghost, how's it going, man? Hope you're having a good night. And hopefully they go up, not down. They should go up if we clean up every single herd. But at the same time, if there's any old guys that are high genetics and somebody spawns that's less genetics, it's gonna lower it. You believe you were lopsided? Yeah. Bad. Very good to take, 64%, just to sell there. Alright, so we hit this one, we hit this one. We gotta hit these next. It is now 11. Where are they going next here? 1 rest zone. Okay, so I need to hit ones that don't have rest zones on. Oh boy, I don't even have drink zones for that guy. That's insane. Where do they even drink? I got 1 for them. Wow. Ghost, did you post those today? Because if you did, I did not see them. I'll have to check them out. Man, I can't believe I don't have any drink zones for this guy. I don't even know where they would drink. So I've checked all the lakes. / ponds. You guys will have access to this update, by the way, tomorrow, I do believe. Obviously, we're still in early access, so subject to change still. Like the HUD thing, I hope that changes. I don't know if it will. I don't like it being on, even in Ranger mode, it shouldn't happen. I don't know if those guys are going to be down there. They're probably going to be at their other zone. Should be able to see them from here if they're there. Not looking too good. Neither does that. Okay, where would they be next? Either there or there, maybe? Okay, so I probably should slow down just in case they are in front of me. Don't see anything there either. Ah, no problem, man. Glad you're here today. The length of my live streams varies every weekend. I try to go for that 4-hour mark, but some days I just can't do it. Like today. Today I can't do it. I'm gonna try to hit 2. We'll see. Yeah, I don't think they're here either, so not there, maybe there, maybe here, possibly one there that I don't have. I have Sour Patch Kids. Those things are good. I had some Jolly Rancher gummies. Those things are really good. Yeah, they're at that pond. Okay. This is what it sounded like. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Wind's golden, too. YouTube's laggy? Definitely not on my end right now, because I don't have any dropped frames. Just YouTube being YouTube, I guess. That was a chuckle, so that is probably high fitness. Hoping we have some lopsided guys here. That's my plan, is to just take lopsideds all the way through, reset it to a new cycle, and see what happens to our potentials. I hate that it's not 50% like it is on whitetail. It's got to be per animal. So each animal's probably different. I hear you over there, Sitka. Not after you, though. Calm down. And there's no way they're here. Kind of like they're over there. Only 11:20. They shouldn't be moving to a rest zone just yet. Oh, I guess they are down that way. Okay. Didn't sound like they were. It sounded like they were over that way. Nice and slow, because I don't know where they're at. Based on that twig snap, it's actually pretty close. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Very close. Like, crazy close. I cannot see squat. I have no idea where they're at. Yeah, I can understand that, Jeffrey. Maybe it's just, higher ups making them do it. Who knows? I'd give a call here, but I like to see what I'm calling in before I call them. They're really close. They're like right here. It actually might be on the road. I cannot see anything. Can I play Call of the Wild again? No. I will never play Call of the Wild again. I am done with that game. I don't even know why anybody plays it, to be honest. Not even a hunting game anymore. It's Call of Duty with animals. Like, I was watching Scarecrow's video on demand the other day. Odd. And, he was literally just shooting animals left and right. He had no consequences. I think he shot a deer like 6 times. He's like, oh, yeah, whatever. Go to the next one. Like, what? This is not hunting. Yeah, it's not really boring. It's just not, there's no purpose. Like, I'm just shooting the animal, like, in the foot, and it dies. And then I'm like, okay, there's no challenge behind that. To get the great one, you gotta farm, like, 8,000 animals. I'm not gonna sit there and do that. I don't have the time for that. There's no way. So I'll never get one. So I don't see the purpose of even trying. It's just not something I want to do. And you have to hunt a very specific way if you even want to bother getting one. You gotta set up tents everywhere. You gotta spawn in the tents just every single day, grind out a certain animal to get that great one. And there's no satisfaction in it. At least here, I have a chance. I could walk out into any of these herds, and possibly find a 5-star. Every single time I come out, there's a chance. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to call, because I can't see them. I don't think we're gonna low fitness, but we're gonna try. Can't see them, can't hear them. Okay, well, we at least got an answer, so we do have low fitness. Obviously, he's the one we're gonna take. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I hope they keep going, man. I hope they keep going on this trajectory. For me, fun... I guess my fun's a little bit different. Because I don't want to just go out and just shoot whatever I see, and it doesn't really matter. I want to struggle. I want to challenge. I want to have a real type of hunt where I go out in the woods and kind of wander around and call for things and try to spot and stalk something. And not just go, oh, yep, there's some water. Boom, 6 deer dead. Go to the next one. Boom, 6 deer dead. Boom, next one. Boom, 6 deer dead. You know, it's just not... there's no hunting behind it. Like one of those arcade shooters. Or arcade hunter shooters. Where it doesn't matter where you're at, you're gonna run into something and then you just shoot it. Just not fun for me. Used to be fun. Back when it was the only thing that was worth hunting. Or playing that was a hunting game. And now Way of the Hunter's here, and there's no way I'm ever going back. I am excited, though, for Ultimate Hunting. I hope they live up to the hype. I almost feel like it's one of those hype games, and it's just never gonna do anything. It's gonna release, it's gonna make a bunch of money, and then it's just gonna die. That's what I feel like's gonna happen. But I hope it doesn't. Call of the Wild or Way of the Hunter? Because Call of the Wild, you can just fast travel to a bunch of tents. And tree stands, I think, right? Where these guys at? I haven't heard a single call since that first one. Which made me think he was actually hooked, but he might not be. Because I haven't heard anything. Man, in a rough spot. I guess we move. I only want low fitness or lopsided guys, that's it. I'm not trying to get some high fitness right now. I don't want any big boys yet. Because I want to take from every single herd before we refresh to a new cycle. 12 o'clock. They might be starting to move here. I mean, most people in Call of the Wild just hunt water and that's it. You just change the time to a water zone and then just shoot whatever's on the zone that you're hunting. And typically they just set up tents on each lake that they're going to hunt to. Pretty easy. Compared to this. I think that's, again, one of the downsides to this game compared to Call of the Wild is people want things instant. Just because that's how the world is right now. But people want that, I want to go to the next animal. I want to go to the next animal. These guys at? They're definitely not coming into the call, I can tell you that, because they would have barked already. Maybe I caught them moving to the lake. They got to the lake super late, if that's the case. I say lake, it's a pond. Man, they got there super late. Really? I guess I used to just do the tent thing. I guess you have to walk a long time just to set up the tents. If they're not here at the pond, then they've already moved to a rest zone. Or at least starting to move to a rest zone. What? And they have to be moving to a rest zone then. They're not here at the lake then. Ooh, 5 stars, nice man. Congrats. What were they? Now that I kind of know where they're at, I don't have to slow walk. I'm not gonna spook these guys. Probably gonna spook them because I don't know where they're going. I could be right on their zone. I do think Nine Rock Games is on the right path, though, in terms of making this update. I myself probably won't use it too much when I'm recording. It's just not how I want to play. But it's very handy if you want to use it. Especially for the average player. This information is going to be huge. Okay, they've got to be at a rest zone. It's early. There's no way they're that far away. There must be a rest zone somewhere in here. We're gonna have to find it. Oh, I love the chuckle. Love it. It's gotta be a high fitness. Hope I can get eyes on. I just want to take out the lopsided guys. Oh boy. Where are they going? Maybe there's a rest zone down here somewhere. They're working their way that way. Doesn't make sense there's one here. Because they shouldn't be there yet. Only 12:19. I can't see squat. It's getting pretty close. There's no way they're at a feed zone. They have to be going over that way. And of course, it's one I don't have a zone for yet. Oh, I love it. All right, we're gonna do this while we're moving in, try to give some some low fitness calls. See if anybody answers. Probably won't. I think this is all gonna be high fitness. And if you look at the herd, if this is the herd we're going after, or it's this one, that could be either one. Yeah, sometimes they do that. That's true. I think the number that is associated with the time for each zone is just an approximate. I don't think it's like legit set in stone. So typically around 12, I say they're going to be starting to move to their next zone, which is 1. I usually give myself about an hour leeway. This early is pretty crazy for a rest zone. I guess it could be, though. I don't think we have a low fitness. They would have barked. Man. You guys are crazy. You're just leaving me all over the place. I don't want to just keep resetting the time to a drink zone because... Hi. Because that guy was low fitness, I think. Because if I do, then we're gonna hit the recycle point where we're into a new cycle. I don't want that. Hi. How are you? Are you low fitness? Are you high fitness? What's happening here? Are you a loner? No, it can't be. There's no way. There's no way this one elk has lured me this far. I don't hear any chuckles out of him. Must be a different elk. So I think there's a herd here. I just don't know where they're at. This guy's probably low fitness. Oh, he's chuckling. Okay, maybe he is high fitness, and maybe this is a loner. Are you for real right now? I've been following a loner. Or have I? Okay, let's do this. High fitness. If he's a loner, he's gonna be the only one that shows up. If he answers the call. I did see they haven't fixed my bug yet. That kind of frustrates me a little bit. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I have the collar right here. You see the little bar at the bottom moving. You hit tab, you go back, bar's gone. Still not fixed. I don't know if that's just me. Or what, but frustrating. So hopefully they fix that. Pretty sure I've reported it several times and given examples on how it works, but I guess they can't replicate it, or maybe it's just my specific setup. I have no idea. Is this guy not going to respond either? So I don't know if he's high fitness. If he's high fitness, I want to leave him alone, because he's not old. Are you just gonna ignore me? That's no fun. Shoot. This elk is trolling me. I need to find his drink zone. I mean, his rest zone. It's somewhere around here. It's gotta be. I don't think we're gonna get this guy. Especially if he's just a loner. Not answering to low fitnesses, not answering to high fitnesses, therefore we don't know what he is. He didn't look lopsided, he looked pretty symmetrical, so I'm gonna assume he's a high fitness. Okay, what we're gonna do is try to get down here and try to find this zone. Probably gonna spook him. Actually, we are gonna spook him. But it's fine. Is that the elk or the Sitka? I think that was the elk. I just saw him walk by. Okay, so potential rest zone down here somewhere. And then we're going to move over to another guy. I don't even know where we're going to go next because I don't have that many rest zones for these guys. Guess we'll hit that one. See what happens. Well, there's more than one then. Because there's one right there. And something's running over to my left. Interesting. Maybe I spooked something else. Come on, where's the zone? Nope, that's a bear track. Somewhere back in here would make sense. That is where I called it, isn't it? I don't see anything, though. Extra bug. Now I'm never gonna see it. Shoot. Okay. Whatever. Move on. We'll try to find this guy. Of course, I only have one rest zone for him. One of these days, I'm just gonna have to sit here and go through all the spots. Just try to find more zones, because it's no fun if you just go to one and they're never there, and then you just gotta search for 20 minutes or whatever. Obviously, that's just how it goes, but nice to have the zones so you can just go straight to them. I don't think they're up here. Rocks in my way. Yeah, they're probably at their other zone. Of course. Of course, the one I don't have. Maybe over there somewhere. Actually, it is probably over there somewhere. We might just have to reset the time. Hit some drink zones again. That way I can hit all the herds. I'd like to take one from every single herd and see how that affects our numbers in terms of potential. Ah, right, they're not here. I would have heard something by now. Thought I saw something down there, but I didn't. Okay, reset the time. That's also a bug, by the way. If you hit this too soon and hit space, it won't let you fast travel. What is it? 11? 9. Okay, so this should be day/month/year 2. I don't know which one it is. So we'll see if they're down there. Need to move quick. And try to hit all the zones before we kick off the next cycle. How close am I? I shouldn't run. By the way, we're almost to 6,200 subscribers already. We hit 6,100 last weekend. Crazy. No, we hit 6,100 recently. And then we just shot right through it. They'll try to hit that 10,000 mark goal by June. Don't know if we're gonna make it. And I don't think we've got elk here, so they're gonna be at their second spot way down there. Do we have any other that spawn here? Yeah, that could be one there too. We have 2 herds here, and they're just in a weird spot. Could be back in the woods a bit. I just can't see anything. Oh, we have Sitka. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Always hard to believe. And I'm at 6,000. It's also crazy that the numbers of views don't actually correlate with your subscriber count. Because typically I get about just under 1,000 views a video. I haven't quite figured out why. Yeah. Yep. Nobody here. That means both herds are over there. Or potentially in between. I guess there could be one here that I can't see. I do need to check on our melanistic moose. Actually, I'm going to do this real quick. Yeah, it's this one right here. I don't think he's gonna make it to a 5. It's this guy right there, and he's 10 to 100%, but about the 50% mark is where he's averaging. Yep, don't think he's gonna make it. I mean, that's a primary habitat, but man, look at all the moose spots. Holy smokes. Man. Slightly disappointing. But also slightly expected. How close are we here? Oh. Somebody's twigging. Heard some twig snaps. There's a chance. Problem. I can't see them. They're in that junk down there. I guess we have to give a low fitness call first. And if nobody answers then we give a high fitness call, and whatever high fitness comes in, hopefully we find one that's lopsided. I don't think I'm going to be able to get close enough to see them without spooking them. If they're even here. Again, all I heard was twig snaps. Guess we could try to confirm that. We'd give some calls, see if we get a response. That way we know it's elk. Definitely an elk path. Oh, that's a Kodiak bear. Hi. Wanna dance? We can dance. Promise you won't win, though. Promise. I don't think we have elk here. You know you can do this? You can actually climb it without having to actually climb it. Yep, I didn't think so. So they're both gonna be at the other spot. That's crazy. And that is this way. Hunting on Kodiak Island is rough. It's thick. Until you get out into this stuff. This is a nice spot to hunt. This, nightmare. Bunch of hills and waters and really secluded locations, kind of like this one. You can't get to it easily. There's no easy spots to see down into it, so you can't really see what you got until you're like right up on it. It's the same with all of them back in this area right here. I don't think there's a zone down there. No. And a couple episodes ago, we got surrounded by Kodiak Bear. He just kept circling us. I think it ended up being a female. They're rough to spot, too. Typically, I keep an eye out for... Well, I keep an ear out, I guess. For just twig snaps and no calls. They don't call. So if you hear just twig snaps, more than likely, it's going to be a Kodiak Bear. If you're in a area with just where Kodiak Bear are. Maybe I could see down from this hill. Sometimes you'll hear their jaw clack, too. Clack their teeth together. Somebody's twigging. You put that on a t-shirt. Yeah, with this DLSS on in quality mode, everything is just better looking. Can't just be me, right? Oh, we definitely have elk down here. Wind's going that way. I should come in from down here. Those elk seem pretty far away. These twig snaps, on the other hand, seemed pretty close. Or at least it sounded like it. Maybe they're not quite as far away as I think they are. Maybe it's just the woods dampening the call. That's probably the case. I can't see squat, man. I can't see squat. I'm trying to think here. They sound like they're right here, which is about on par with their drink zone. Be better for me. No, if I came up from up here, they'd smell me. I have to come in from down here. Got no choice. I might be able to come in right here, but it depends on if they're there right now or not. If they're over here, it's not that big of a deal, but if they're right there, I would spook them. I really want to take one from every single herd. Other than the loner. Before we reset the cycle. Don't know if we're gonna make it. Which one are you? Gotta be this one. They're right there. See? Would have spooked them if I went that way. Might spook them anyway. They're still really, really close. Gotta sit still for a minute. They're on to me. Man. I'm gonna have to give a low fitness call. Can I see them? Nope. We're just gonna have to give a low fitness call and see if anybody responds. If not, we'll have to swap to a high fitness call and see if we get any lopsided boys coming in. Only problem is there's two herds here. And obviously I can't take from both of them at the same time. Should have brought a bow. Yeah, I should have brought a bow. Then I could take one close and then shoot the other one. Oh well. Not going back now. While I was in Chicago, I thought I cracked a rib. Now, this was 2 weeks ago. So it just now started hurting last week. And I thought, okay, yeah, this is not good. You know, it hurts when I breathe, hurts when I cough, hurts when I twist, use any of my muscles to get up or anything like that. And I was like, yeah, that's gotta be a cracked rib, right? Well, I don't think it is now. I think it's just I pulled a muscle and it's like right under my arm. And I don't think it's a cracked rib anymore, so that's at least a good thing. Because today, it feels so much better. And I thought I cracked it by picking up something really heavy in a very awkward angle. It's like, there's no way I could crack a rib doing that, right? I think I just pulled something. Kinda sucks either way. I thought I was gonna have to go on, like, workers' comp and be out for, like, 6 weeks or something. I mean, that'd help my YouTube. Obviously, I'd have 6 weeks of everyday recording videos. But, at the same time, I don't think I could live off of quarter pay or half pay or whatever short-term disability gives you. Don't think I could have made it. I don't know if that's a response to a low fitness call or they're just calling. Could wait until the call goes over. See if they bark. I would confirm if it's a low fitness or not. Of course, they might not bark either. Didn't get any barks. I don't see anything. It sounds like he's responding. Okay, we see things. We see things. Not bad. Can't count all those tines, because half of them are in the trees. Super old, I can tell you that. Oh, he's pretty big. He's pretty big. Man, I don't know if that's answering to a low fitness or not. I feel like he's just calling. And the only reason I think we can call for a low fitness here is if you look at the genetics for these guys, 40%, 40%. There's a chance one of these, both of these have a 40% or 50% in there, which is a low fitness, so that's the only reason I'm calling for a low fitness right now. Let's see if I can bring them out first, or I start calling for high fitness. Now, if I call for high fitness, I'm only looking for lopsided guys. Now, let's see if I can get a little bit closer to these guys, and then I'm going to go ahead and swap over to a high fitness. I don't think we have low fitness. These guys are super close. They already spotted me just moving that little bit. Bananas. All right, high fitness. High fitness it is. See if we can find a lopsided guy in any of the high fitness that decide to come in. That's the goal. Oh yeah, they're definitely calling to that one. Mo's definitely responded to that. Yep, there's the old guy. I want to leave him because I want his genetics. So I want a lopsided. I have to take a lopsided. Oh man, I hate that there's two herds here. I really hate that. Because I can't take from both. Can't shoot that fast. Come on, somebody else move besides the old guy. And be lopsided, please. Oh, 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 oh. Is that lopsided? He's lopsided. Pretty sure that guy's lopsided. Oh, come on. Maybe he's not. So hard to tell. Many trees in my way. It looks lopsided. Get the rifle, get the rifle, get the rifle, get the rifle! Hi, Sitka. Well, he's not even coming into the call anyway. I mean, I guess it wouldn't matter, because if he's just lopsided, I could take him anyway. He is lopsided. Oh, there's a rock in my way. This is going to be a dangerous shot. Okay. About to find out if I hit that. About to find out if I hit that. Don't know if I did. Hope those guys stay over there. Okay, great. That was a really dangerous shot. Almost certain I didn't hit that. Right here, wasn't it? I think I hit the rock. Of course I did. Nope. He dead. How did I hit that? It was a miracle and a half. Alright. Now I've got to find the blood. And it's not the greatest of blood. He's gonna die. It's just gonna take a minute. I'm very surprised I hit that. I was gonna peg the rock. Oh, great. Can't see in here. Can't see in here. It's too thick. Holy smokes. Okay, we're apparently looping around things. Wow. Which way did he go? Up the tree? He did a loop. This guy went all over Cripple Creation. What in the world? This guy's going crazy. Ah, great. When they get into these thick bits, I lose the blood because there's no telling where it went. Ah, there it is. Maybe I should slow down a little bit and let him expire. Last thing I want to do is spook him again and track him down even further. I also lost the blood. Oh, there it is. Maybe he's expired by now. Where am I? Okay. There he is. How you doing, buddy? You were lopsided. You were good to take. 44% young. Definitely good to take. Just to sell there. Hopefully these guys are still over there and we can check them out. Again, I want to take from every single herd if I can. Except for the one we have a loner on. And then we can reset the cycle and see how our genetic pool changes. In theory, it should go up. But that kind of depends on how things start spawning back in. Because even if I take all these lopsided guys, there's a chance that another lopsided one spawns because there's still more lopsided inside that herd. Guarantee it. And possibly the rest of the herds, right? There's no way I could take all the lopsided in that amount of time. It might take several cycles to really clean up everything. I do think these... Yep, they're still here. Are you the loner? I think this is a loner. He's lopsided, so you know what? Are you? Yeah, you are. Night-night. Two things. Don't like loners on my map. And you're lopsided. Means you gotta go. You're keeping my herds down. Okay, so we've taken one from each one of those. One from each one of those. Couldn't find those, so we're gonna focus on these next. I say technically we found one of those. I just don't know which one, but it was only a loner. And he didn't answer to a low fitness or a high fitness. And he was symmetrical, so my guess is he's high fitness. This guy is definitely good to take. 40% young, good, and just to sell. Alright, so focus on this guy next. I don't have any drink zones for this guy. That's crazy. How do I not have drink zones for these guys? My assumption is it's down here somewhere. Move very slowly until we figure that out. I know there's some that spawn or could be over to my left here. I think I actually have that herd, though. That one. That one's apparently in the middle of the lake. I don't remember that being there. I thought it was actually on the land. Okay. I don't see them either way, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so... Hey, Ozzy, how's it going, man? Hope you're having a good night. I think I'm gonna check this lake. If they're not there, there's a good chance they're here. Or maybe down that way where I haven't really unlocked anything yet. Again, just trying to take from every single herd before we reset the cycle. I'm seeing something over there, but I think it's just a bush. They're definitely not at that pond. That's for sure. I'm not sure they're going to be up at this pond either. Like, that's too close. Gotta be there or down there. That's my guess. Definitely... Wait. Oh, I thought I saw a body there, but it's not. It's part of the tree. Definitely not here. I would have spooked him by now. So... I think we head this way. If they're there. Well, if that's elk, I don't know what they're doing, because there's no reason for them to be up that way. Well, I should slow down, though, because I don't want to cause a crazy chain reaction of spooks. You know, I've had that happen before, though. Maybe that was elk. Just based on the amount of crashes I'm hearing. Sounds about the right herd size. It'd be nice to get eyes on, but I don't think I'm going to. Hey, Parker, how's it going, man? Hope you're having a good night. That could very well be elk. That's good, man. Glad you're having a good night. I am, except for it's Sunday, which means I gotta go to work tomorrow. Always the downside of Sundays. And my weekend just disappears. Like I go to sleep on Friday and wake up on Monday. Ah, good old school. You better enjoy it while you can, man. I always wished I'd be out of school, and now I wish I was back in it. I don't have to worry about bills and going to work every day. Yeah, you gotta go to school, but at least you get to hang out with your friends all day. Okay, we're getting kind of close. You don't have to worry about paying taxes. You don't have to worry about paying them correctly, because if you don't pay them correctly, you're going to go to jail. Even if you didn't mean to. Which blows my mind, by the way. I feel like they should just go, hey, you made a mistake. This is how much you owe. And then you'd be like, oh, okay, here you go. Here's your money. It's a Kodiak bear. That's what I spooked. Okay, so unlikely there's elk here. Because if there were, I probably would have spooked from the bear. I had that happen kind of one time with my electric bill. I was going to pay automatic pay through my card, my debit card, and I gave the number to the lady on the phone that was supposed to set that up for me. Well, she typed in the number wrong, apparently, and when they went to pay my electric bill, it never got paid, and instead of calling me and going, hey, we didn't get your money, and I'd be like, oh, okay, here you go, here's your money, pay for it right there on the spot. Instead of doing that, they didn't call me at all, and then sent somebody out, put a note on my door, and said, you owe us $35 for having to come out here and put a note on your door. I'm like, why didn't you just call me? I'm confused. Okay. They've got to be down here somewhere. It's also, I have a gripe with Walmart right now. I order my groceries, right? I get them delivered. Because I hate shopping. I absolutely hate shopping. I will do everything I can to avoid it. So, I order groceries on Thursday. They showed Friday. I was missing 2 items. I was like, okay, well, I'll just get a refund. It's like $6 for the refund that I get back. I'll just reorder them, right? No. You have to have a minimum of $35 when you order through Walmart. Which means my $6 does not cover that. Which means I have to pay another $6 on top of the $6 that I had to pay again. And I'm like, wait a minute. It's not my fault that I have to buy them again. It's your fault. Why am I having to pay for the $6? And I'm like, I bet you, I guarantee you, they do this on purpose. Guarantee you. Because they can easily get money back by missing items. Put missing in quotes there. I bet that's part of their, like, training. They go, every so many bags, just start skipping something. Guarantee you. The thing. Man, was that elk? I don't know, because I don't have a zone for them, and I don't know where they would be. So that's my gripe with Walmart right now. I had to pay $12 for $6 worth of items. Well, there's my answer. My elk are in front of me down here. Wind? Good. I need to find this zone, though, so I don't have to keep doing this every time I'm over here. Hey, Troy, how's it going, man? Hope you're having a good night. I am doing well, even though it's Sunday and I have to go to work tomorrow. I got a majority of my videos recorded for the week, though, so that's good. I just gotta edit. Alright, where would they be? Yeah, I don't want to work. I hate going to work. I mean, it's not like work's really, really hard or anything. It's just, I hate going to work. I'd rather do something for myself. which is where YouTube comes in. And hopefully we get to that point sometime in the future where YouTube is my job. Obviously, that's my goal. Then I can walk into work one day and go, bah. These elk are about to say bye, too. Don't you do it. Let them calm down for a second, because if I try to call, they're not going to answer. I'll start with a low fitness, see if anybody responds. Yeah, I think they're calmed down. For sure, that is a response to a low fitness call. Which is good news for us, because we're trying to take out low fitness / lopsided guys. Ah, laser welder. That sounds cool. I'm down. I'm down. It ain't nothing but a chicken wing, alright? Don't you worry about it. These guys are close, aren't they? Well, there you are. Do I hear a duck? Oh, you're lopsided. Make your way this way, buddy. Wait, are they all just walking my way? What's happening here? Well, I might not be getting one calling in here. I might have to just take a shot. Shoot. Because it doesn't look like anybody's walking my way. Okay. I need eyes peeled. Are you lopsided? No. Okay. There's no low fitness. You're insanely old. Maybe there is. There's no reason I would have gotten a bark right there. Oh man, they're about to walk right into my wind. If there's a low fitness, I'd prefer to take the low fitness over a lopsided one, just because the low fitness is just easily dropping our score. So lopsided, though. Shoot! Oh, come on. There's no way. I don't think we have a low fitness coming in. But it makes no sense. I have to take one of these guys. Which one? Which one? Which one? I think it's you. Oh, we're gonna thread the needle. Oh, we threaded the needle. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to take out a low fitness / lopsided guy from every single herd and seeing what happens to our fitness potential. That's my goal. And we're trying to do that before we reset to the next cycle, which is at another 1. So we're at 2, we've got to go to a 3. And then once we go over to the 3, we can reset the time, and it'll kick over to the next cycle. Trying to do that before we tick over to the next cycle. I do believe you were lopsided. Yes, you are. Okay, 56% young. He was good to take. Just a sell. So, only one I haven't taken from is one of these guys. Both of these guys, actually. One of them was a loner, which didn't respond to a low fitness or high fitness, and he was symmetrical, so I didn't bother. And I couldn't find the other one, so don't know what that one is yet. These two, though, we need to go check out. Surprised I made that jump. What time is it? 11:48. I think we reset the time. I appreciate that, Ozzy. Thanks, man. Now, we'll reset the time here back to 9. I hate this spot because you have to climb this ladder just to get to the bed. And this will be our 3rd day slash month slash year. I don't know what that calendar number means. Luckily, I can get back down easy. Ah, of course, it's raining. Yeah, of course. Okay, so there's a chance. So you're telling me there's a chance. We have some elk over here. On the edge of this water. Does not look like we're gonna. So I've got to go find them. Is there. I don't have their second one. I know where that could be. Ah, I didn't get their zone. Ah, man. I have to go back and do that. They're not here, so I don't know where their second zone is. It's possibly over there, maybe there. Maybe there. Eesh. Choices, choices, choices. Yeah, I don't see squat. So, we're gonna have to pick a spot and go to it. I guess we start here, because I only know of this herd there, so I guess we could start there at least. We've got to finish it in this time frame. Because if I sleep again, it's going to kick over to the new cycle, which is going to cause things to die slash spawn. I used to play Call of the Wild, but ever since Way of the Hunter came out, I've not played Call of the Wild, and I don't ever plan on going back. This is way more fun to me than Call of the Wild is. The thing I hate most about Call of the Wild is the fact that to get the animal that I want, a great one, I have to farm a specific way to get it, or I'll never see one. And to farm a specific way, you have to kill, like, 8,000 animals just to get it to spawn, which is ridiculously stupid. See, the thing, it's just not fun for me, man. I can't do it. I can't. That's something I'll never do on my channel is I will never play a game that I don't find fun. If I'm not enjoying it, then it's obviously going to show on my videos, and it's just not going to be entertaining. Where am I at? I need to go more this way. Tigers that try to kill you. Interesting. Cool aspect, but I mean, all you gotta do is shoot them. It doesn't matter how many times you shoot them. Or pretty much where you shoot them, really. That's Call of the Wild for you. Alright, do we have any elk down here? And if I do, can I see them easily without having to push my way in without trying to spook them? And I have to move slow. Good chance they're right below me. Or they're not here at all, and if they're not here at all, then I don't know where to go next. Could be down here. I haven't gone down there at all yet. Could be over there. It does rain a lot in this map. Rained on the first day. Now it's raining on the third. Okay, I don't think we have elk here. I'm interested in the ultimate hunting, though. That's something I'm interested in. And Hunting Simulator 3, I think, is coming out at some point, too. I'd like to try both of those. Hopefully they're both not disappointments. Man, what do I do about this? What do I do about this? Because I don't know where they're at. And I need to find them. I guess ideally, speaking, would be to get the best out of your herds is to follow around, well, is to clear all the herds on one specific drink time or rest zone or whatever time it is, and then follow them to their next zone and do it again before you reset the time or reset the cycle. That way you can clean up every single herd before the cycle kicks off, and you're increasing your chances of having a bigger animal spawn. In theory. You could do that over the course of the 3 days. Maybe there? Possibly there? They're not good because my wind's going that way. Of course. Oh, why wouldn't it? I have had some people suggest in my last video, I asked if people wanted to see me herd manage maybe on Wednesdays. And it seems like people want to see that so far, so we'll see. I might do a poll. What? Oh, this is frustrating. Wind! Wind! You're betraying me! Like, right there. What are they doing? Man, okay. Could give high fitness calls here. I'd like to fix my wind a little bit more. I just don't want to move too much because they know I'm here. Yeah. I think it's gonna probably happen, but we'll give out... I'll probably do a poll and we'll get everybody's thoughts on it. Maybe just pick one herd every Wednesday and see if we can increase it, you know, that kind of thing. Give ourselves a cycle or two. I don't know how it will work yet, but especially for like predators, I'd love to do that for predators, because the only problem is I don't know how. Because I can't tell what's what in the predator. I can only go by low fitness calls and just take out the low fitnesses. Hard to do with bear, though. Calling a low fitness on a bear, then the female also comes in. Okay, so hopefully we've got at least 2 coming in, and I can determine which one's going to be lopsided. If neither one of them are, then I need to leave them alone. Possibly a third now. What are you gonna be? You look symmetrical. Yeah, you have to do it, like, back to back. That's the problem. Is even if you took one from one herd and you think, okay, it's gonna affect it, you need to do it on every single herd in that habitat. Before the cycle happens. Which is gonna be easier to tell now, because beforehand you didn't have this up here on the top right. That wasn't a thing beforehand, so now you know, 1, 2, and 3, and then the cycle kicks over. So before that happens, you need to go through every single one of your herds and take out low fitnesses and lopsideds multiple times. Because then time... Actually, you're not bad. Ooh, man. Because the time that the cycle kicks over, then something will spawn or die. And could affect your herds drastically, or in the negative, or it could drastically increase. Oh, man. Yeah, well, I mean, you don't have to do it in your map, right? You just have to do it in that habitat. So let's say Diamond Drill, for example. There's only 4 herds of whitetail in Diamond Drill. So you just need to check out the 4 herds of whitetail in Diamond Drill, clean out any of the lopsided guys, reset the time, do it again, reset the time, do it again, and then the time that you reset it again, it should kick over into the next cycle, depending on where you start, I guess. Would you just have this one guy? Because if so, he's a 5-star, because I don't want to take him yet. I was really hoping we'd have some more. I'm gonna have to let this guy pass. Oh no, we got another one. He's just behind all these trees, and I can't see squat. A South Texas map. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I think they're going to add some maps later in the future. Right now, I think they just need to focus on fixing problems. And making the game a better experience. I think that's what they need to be focusing on. And so far, that seems to be what they're doing. You're not a 5. You're a 9x9, though. You're close. You're lopsided. You're going night-night. Don't you do it. That was rushed. That was a rush shot, but I think I got him lung. That was a rush shot, because I thought he was about to bolt. He was very lopsided. He's going to be good to take. He's old. I could have let him just die naturally, but... I'd rather take him out before we reset the time. Okay, he's dead. Oh, got lucky on that shot. Alright. Now we get to try to find the blood. Where are you going? That way? Hey man, play at your own time. As long as you're having fun. That's all that matters in video games, right? That is all that matters in video games. Unless you're, like, playing for sport. At that point, you probably should be pretty good at it. Oh, you're still alive. Hi. Can you go down, please? I think he went down. Give him just a little bit of time here. Make sure he has expired. He should be by now. And there he is. How you doing, buddy? You're pretty big, but you're lopsided. Not too bad on lopsided, but you're definitely lopsided. 67% mature. Good to take. Just to sell. Okay, so we've got one herd left. I don't know what herd this was, and I don't even know where they are drinking at. So what I'm going to do, circle this lake real quick, hit this down here, and possibly there, just to see if I can find their zone, so I can confirm which herd it was. Yeah, Kodiak Bear. I'm pretty sure I've already circled this lake several times, and I don't think I have any of their zones. Yeah, I've already been on this lake. I already know it. I'm not going to bother. I'd like to see them add an Alabama map at some point. Just because I live in Alabama, I think it'd be kind of cool. So, let's head down to the ocean, which makes no sense where they'd be drinking at, but we're going to head there and see if they've got drinking zones down there, because I don't know where these guys are going. No zones here. They've got to have been up there. Oh, there are zones here. Okay. Sitka, though. By the way, if you're new to the game and you want to find zones, this is how you do it. Just hit the water and just spam E. Easiest way to find them. Wait, did that give me more information now? No, it didn't. Hi, Sitka. How you doing? Oh, wow. Decent Sitka. You know, that's something I haven't hunted in a while. Sitka. And something we don't have a 5-star of yet. There's their zone. Okay, who are you? Who are you? Who? Okay. So, I got this herd. I'm gonna find this one. That's a bit of a problem now, isn't it? Man, I wish somebody would send me some deer jerky. Ooh. Most of my family hunts and have yet to get anything from them in terms of, like, deer jerky. I would love some. I'm gonna try to get a private mailbox set up this year. That is my main goal for this entire year, other than other things, but my outside of recording videos and stuff is setting up that. So you guys can send stuff to me if you ever want to. I know Archangel, which, by the way, if you don't know who he is, he's a member of the channel. He wants to send me some stuff, so I promised I'd get that set up. I just haven't done it yet. Let's see. My guess... My guess is they're there. Possibly there. Maybe out here. I don't think they're down here. That's too far. Considering their other drink zone's there. I'm thinking it's up this way somewhere. Archangel must be busy. I haven't seen him in the live streams in a while. Oop, I hear... Heard. Big snaps in front of me. At least it sounded like it's in front of me. Which might mean that it's elk. Possibly. Could be out on this little island. I live in Alabama. We're neighbors. You, what you call it? You seal it? Vacuum seal it? Not air seal it. You don't want to put air in it. You want to take the air out. You vacuum seal it, you should be able to ship it. But I'm not going to ask you for that, obviously. I was just more in terms of talking about my family. I wish they would, like... When they get some, I wish they'd send me some. Bet you can't fly that. Okay, so I don't think they're gonna be down here. Looks like Duck Island or something. So... where would they be? Might just be 3 herds that we miss. And they're probably the 3 worst herds that I probably should not miss. No, my luck. We're hunting some elk today. We're trying to experiment with the new herd potential, or genetic potential mechanic. Oh, spicy and smoked. Oh, man. Anything spicy is just flat out delicious. Smoked? Ooh, can't beat it. Like, smoked barbecue? Oh my gosh. Now I'm hungry. Man. Okay, so I don't think they're there. We're just gonna say we're gonna miss this one and these 2. So, guess what that means. Let's check out our numbers first. These 2 guys are +1. They're about 60% genetics, give or take. And these guys are all -1. And they're all about 70% genetics. Let's see what happens when we sleep and the cycle takes over. I'm just gonna go all the way around back to 9. Nah, man, you don't have to do that. You don't have to send me anything. Yes, they did do some things for game optimization, such as this right here. You have DLSS, and then there's also, I do believe, FSR, which I use DLSS because I have an NVIDIA. I keep it on quality. I think DLAA is like the best, but I can't run that very smoothly. All right, what do we got? So these guys went down by 2 instead of up by 2. Kind of makes sense. They lost some, but they're still about the same. These guys should gone up. Nope, still the same. They have not changed. So, in theory, something new has spawned in every single one of them. What we would do next, not going to, because I'm running out of time for the night. What we would do next is do it again, go through every single one of them, take out a lopsided or a low fitness, and repeat the cycle. And then we would change the cycle to the next one, see what happens again. And in theory, we might move up. Again, we could go down. It depends on who dies. Like if we have massive genetics guys that just decide to die that year or that cycle, then obviously they would go down. But I think that's a long journey. Long journey to do all that. But if you want to do specific herd management, that's really what you're going to have to do, is you're going to have to go through every single one of them in that habitat, which is the map boundary of that area. So, Grayland Peaks, you would do Grayland Peaks. Etc. It's a lot of work. A lot of work. I myself don't think it's necessarily worth it. I just go through and hunt whatever one I want to hunt and pick out the biggest one I can take. And okay, Troy, man, if you want to, I'm not gonna make you do it. I'm obviously not asking you to. But if you want to, you can. I will, but first, it's gonna have to be after I get a private mailbox, so, 'cause I don't want anybody knowing where I live. Again, I'm trying to keep my life separate from YouTube. At least most of my life separate from YouTube. Well, I think that's gonna be it for this live stream, guys. I appreciate you guys all stopping by. We did some work today. We got all these guys cleaned up except for 3. Obviously, there's more work to do if we want them to be even better. And I'll be doing a poll probably this week, if you guys want to vote on that, to determine if we do herd management videos on Wednesdays. So we'll see. But thank you guys for stopping by. I hope you guys have a fantastic night and a fantastic week. I'll see you guys back on Friday for, I do believe, Project Zomboid, because I do believe that won the the poll. And then on Sunday for another Way of the Hunter. Hope you guys have a good time. I'll see you then. OCG out.